ధన్యవాదాలు ప్రకాష్ జీ. శ్రీ పి. విల్సన్.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. Sir, though on the paper the Election Commission of India is an independent agency, in reality the independence is a mirage and myth. Sir, free and fair elections are the most important facet of democracy. They are meant to ascertain the true popular will and are not mere rituals to generate an illusion of choice. Sir, Article 324 of the Constitution entrusts the power to conduct elections to an independent body, the Election Commission of India. The Constituent Assembly from the very beginning was keen to entrust the job of conducting election to an independent body and therefore expected a parliamentary law under Article 324(2) relating to the appointments of the Chief Election Commissioner and other Election Commissioner. Thus, our constitution makers wanted to keep the post of Chief Election Commissioner and Election Commissioner outside the sole control of executive government. However, till today, Parliament has not enacted any such law. The Honourable President of India continues to appoint the Chief Election Commissioner and the Election Commissioner solely on the basis of the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers. In other words, the Executive has the complete control over the appointments of Chief Election Commissioner and Election Commissioner. Sir, institutions are only as strong as the public faith in them. Considering the sensitive nature of the Election Commission's task, if the public perceive the institution as partisan or powerless, institution loses its vitality. Therefore, it is imperative that the Election Commission of India is manned by the officers who are impartial, independent and possess impeccable integrity. It may even be advisable to avoid appointing career bureaucrats who are at some point of time close to the leaders of political parties under whom they are served as secretaries to the government. That is why we have also to think about appointing independent members of civil society as the head of the Election Commission of India to protect the institutional integrity of the Election Commission of India. Sir, there is a need to appoint regional commissioners who are conversant with the affairs of the states. The growth in population and number of political parties has thrown to light the inability of 3 persons sitting in Delhi to manage the conduct of election across the country. The Election Commission of India should also have its own enforcement officer. Sir, in the absence of parliamentary oversight over the functioning of Election Commission of India, the 3 election commissioners virtually decide the fate of world's largest democracy. Should we allow this to happen? It reminds me of a Latin legal maxim, quaes custodiet ipsos custodes. Who will guard the guardians? That is a challenge before us. That is why the Election Commission of India will have at least answer to somebody other than the ruling party. I am not saying parliamentary control, but oversight. Therefore, it is high time this August House enacts a robust law enabling a truly independent election commission. Such a law, among other things, must provide for appointment of Chief Election Commissioner and Election Commissioner by the Honourable President of India on the recommendation of a high-powered selection committee similar to the selection committee constituted under the Lokpal and Lok Ayuktas Act 2013 and parliamentary oversight over the ECI's functioning. Sir, only by ensuring that the appointment of Chief Election Commissioner and Election Commissioner is transparent, objective and not partisan, we can expect the Election Commission of India to be a neutral body.